It happened again. We just learned an unidentified white man went to a local Dollar Tree near an historically black university and murdered three black folks, including one child.
So thank you all for joining us this evening. Tonight I stand side by side with our law enforcement partners, our mayor, city leaders, to share the heartbreaking news that Jacksonville has suffered the loss of three precious lives at the hands of an active shooter. This afternoon, a little after 1 p.m., an individual we have not yet officially identified entered a Dollar Tree in the Newtown area of Jacksonville, outfitted with a tactical vest, armed with an AR-style rifle, and a handgun. Then the shooter killed three people before turning the gun on himself, taking his own life. That there are two male victims and one female victim. All of the deceased victims are black.
When I first heard the news on Twitter that a white guy killed three black folks in a Dollar Tree, the first thing I try to do is not to jump to the conclusion that it was racially motivated, right? Because folks love to say, don't play their race cards. So, all right, cool. I'll wait for the details to come out. And then it got confirmed that it was racially motivated. And even after my suspicions was confirmed, I wasn't ready to hear exactly how racially motivated this was. The details are sickening and should be an alarm for black folks all across America.
The shooter was believed to have resided in Clay County with his parents. He was involved in a 2016 domestic call in Clay County with no arrest. In 2017, he did have a Baker Act.
A Baker Act, for those who don't know, is essentially when somebody is deemed a threat to themselves or to the community, and they can be involuntarily committed to a mental health institute. So in 2017, the shooter was put in a mental health hospital because he was deemed a danger to himself or to the community. But you paired that information up with he already had a prior domestic issue in 2016, I think we can assume he probably got institutionalized because he was a danger to the community. But don't let that mental health stuff unarm you, bruh. Like, don't put your guard down. Because whenever one of them kill a bunch of black folks in a mass shooting, is always, oh, they're mentally ill. When will we start attaching evilness to this? When will we start attaching an agenda to this? Because when we attach an agenda, we now have to come to the harsh realization, oh, it's actually a bunch of people out there planning these racially motivated shootings. It is not just an isolated incident. And once we come to that conclusion, that's when black folks start waking up and start getting prepared for these incidents.
We know that at 11:39 a.m. today, Sheriff Cook gave us information that he left Clay County, headed to Jacksonville. At 1:18 p.m., he texted his father and told his father to check his computer. At 1:53 p.m., the shooter's family members called the Clay County Sheriff's Office. By that time, he had already began shooting in Jacksonville. The Clay County Sheriff's Office, who has been assisting our agency with this investigation, received information after the shooting that the shooter had authored several manifestos, one to his parents, one to the media, and one to federal agents. Portions of these manifestos detailed the shooter's disgusting ideology of hate. Plainly put, this shooting was racially motivated, and he hated black people. He wanted to kill niggers.
Woo! There it goes. There it goes. But keep watching, though. Oh, it gets worse. The more they get into details, the more you understand how meticulous and diabolical this really was.
That's the one and only time I'll use that word. I want to be very clear that there is absolutely no evidence that the shooter is part of any large group. We know that he acted completely alone. If you take a look at the images on the screen, you'll be able to see what he utilized. The weapons that the shooter used today are a Glock and an AR-15 style rifle. This is a dark day in Jacksonville's history. Any loss of life is tragic, but the hate that motivated the shooter's killing spree adds an additional layer of heartbreak. There's no place for hate in our community, and this is not Jacksonville.
I'm making this video before they start offering the remedies as, oh, we need more mental health clinics. Oh, we need easier access for mental health issues. Oh, we need gun reform. Hey, listen. That's not solving none of this. That's not solving none of this, homie. Listen, that man pulled out his Glock, took a chalk, and wrote on it. He had ample time to think about this. That ain't no mental health issue, homie. That's a man with an agenda and a plan. Ain't no gun reform can solve that man coming into a Dollar Tree and shooting up a bunch of black folks. Here's what black folks must do. First off, we got to stop committing crimes at a higher rate than most. I know drilling the ops and looting is a communal activity, but y'all got to relax, bro. It's a bigger picture right now, man. All right, so stop committing crimes so you guys can hold weapons. Secondly, after stop committing crimes, we have to be vehemently against any form of gun reform whatsoever, because once the war on guns start, the first place they come is to the urban communities, aka where the niggas be. I'm just being real. I'm not capping to y'all, right? Because once the war on guns start, they go into the urban communities, start over-policing, start implementing policies like stop and frisk, and get those guns out of your hands, out your mama hands, out your daddy hands, and out your grandmama crib, right? And they're going to be super lax in the suburbs, feel me? Right? They're not over-policing the suburbs. Ain't no stop and frisk in the suburbs. So those suburban white kids, those down south white kids, those trailer park white boys who committing these mass shootings, they still gonna have access to their guns. While we get our guns taken away, now we sit in ducks in these supermarkets as them sick ass white boys come through to shoot it up. So the second thing is be vehemently against any form of gun reform. Thirdly, the most important things, bro. All right. Now I see how y'all be drilling y'all ops, bro. When y'all drill y'all ops, bro, y'all send 10 shots and probably hit the ops once. So y'all aim be bad, bro. But the one thing we know, bro, right? The Midwest white boys, them down south white boys, the white boys who are more prone to come into them grocery stores and take out black folks, bro, they've been shooting guns since they 2 years old. Bro, they can shoot a deer from 5 miles away. That's how they aim is precise, bro. They need one bullet to kill a moving deer, bro, 5 miles out. So what you think they gonna do to you? So the third thing we gotta do, black folks, after we stop committing crimes, after we start voting against gun reform so we can all get guns, third thing is we gotta start practicing how to use them hoes. We gotta start practicing how to really shoot, all right? Because having a gun means nothing if you in a grocery store and a little white boy come through shooting up the store looking for some niggas and you shooting back, but you not busting how you supposed to be busting, there's no point in really having a gun, right? So the only way to protect ourselves is to get guns, right? Keep our rights to have guns and learn how to shoot. Because here's the thing, the mental health issues, the gun reform issue isn't gonna solve this, bro. We know they coming. It's an agenda. Bro, we had the exact same thing happen last year. And this little motherfucker was on Twitch live stream busting at black folks as if it was Call of Duty in real life. So we know they not that mentally ill, bro. They know what they doing for sure. So if they know what they doing, we gotta know what we doing. Because one thing we do know is this cultural war stuff, right? The culture war is probably a distraction. Because at the end of the day, bro, like, if kids wearing dresses, is that really that important? Is kids wearing dresses more important than you being alive? You should probably be more focused in this racial war that's brewing. Because I promise you, bro, you getting on your podcast and telling us how hoes be gold digging, they ain't moving the needle, bro. Right? You complaining about how hoes ain't effing on these incels, that ain't that important, bro. Trust me, we can survive without hearing that, bro. Black folks must stop worrying about this culture war, bro. It's just a distraction. The true focus is to be focused on this racial war that's brewing and to start educating our people about how to have access to guns, how to retain your rights to have access to guns, and how to use the gun. Y'all let me know in the comment section, man, right? Do you guys attribute this to mental health issues or do they know exactly what they're doing? All right. Now, while you guys are here, man, click on the video somewhere on my screen, man, and check out how I believe social media is ruining TK Kirkland's legacy. I'm going to see you guys in this video somewhere on my screen, all right? I'm out of here, folks. Peace.